You guys have amazing energy for Monday. Nice.
If we weren't awake before, they just woke us up.
They sure did.
Thank you for the energy. This is better than coffee right here.
It is.
This is it.
It is. It's better than coffee. You guys are amazing. Okay. Who's ready for some live girl chat? Today, you can make your voice heard during Girl Chat by heading over to the Real Daytime's Instagram page. Use the hashtag #GirlChatLive to join in on the conversation.
Okay, first up, let's get
watching.
right to this.
Yes.
On September 1st, 2016, NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick sparked, a controversy after he made the decision to kneel instead of standing during the national anthem. Now, Colin at the time explained that the move was a protest over how the country treats black people and people of color, saying, quote, "There are bodies in the streets and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder." Since that day, many NFL players have joined Colin in taking a knee in the silent protest. And during a speech Friday night at an Alabama rally, President Trump told the crowd his views on what NFL owners should do to players who protest. Take a look.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, "Get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired."
Now, Trump's comments did not sit well with many in the NFL, causing hundreds of players and even some owners to peacefully protest during the games yesterday. Some players kneeled, other players, including Patriots quarterback Tom Brady, linked arms in solidarity, while entire teams simply chose to stay in their locker rooms during the anthem in protest. Now, in response to the protest, the president took to Twitter yesterday telling NFL fans to stop going to games until, quote, "players stop disrespecting our flag and country." First of all, we wasn't watching the games anyway because y'all hadn't hired Colin. There was already a protest. I just want to say that, but I'm gonna let you ladies, have at it because I got some stuff to say.
I just can't believe, Trump is so bold to completely disregard one of the biggest threads of our country, which is the games, NFL, sports, unity, And it rubbed me the wrong way until I read this verse in the Bible and it checked me and got my senses together, which is, whoever says he's in the light but hates his brothers is still in the dark. And that right there, I got it. It made sense to me. I was like, you can't hate on other people. As a leader, you got to still try to find a message to unite us and bring us together. But the good is, it's made America a more woke to what we need to care about, and that I learned, for me, that patriotism isn't about how you treat the flag, it's how you treat each other.
Yes. That actually sounds like someone right here. I just read this.
Tell me.
Yo.Freckle says that she sees nothing. I see nothing wrong with it, meaning the kneel.
Yeah.
Standing and saluting a flag doesn't equal patriotism. Acknowledging problems in America and trying to make a change does. Everyone complaining about the players taking a knee haven't even served this country, something we all have a chance to do at 18. There are too many social injustices going on in this country that need to change. Personally, I'm boycotting the NFL and have not watched the game this season. So,
Tam.
Well, I actually agree with all of you, especially what you said, Jeannie, because what I took from it is, first of all, Trump's comments are very divisive. And that's not what the United States of America is about. It's about being united.
Yes.
And the beauty of what I saw yesterday was that whether you were standing, whether you were sitting, whether you stayed into the locker room, the players did it as a unit.
Yes.
So
As
if
a
you
voice.
saw, yes, as a voice. So if you saw a player deciding to stand up, he was linking his arms with the athlete, his friend next to him, saying, "Okay, although I won't be kneeling, but I support your decision to kneel." And that is what America should be about. It was a visual of seeing, okay, if you don't agree, we're gonna be united anyways.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean, this is my thing. They didn't start coming out for the anthem until 2009, when the government paid the NFL to have the players come out to the anthem. See, you got to understand the history and the facts. First of all, we're getting things diluted. Colin Kaepernick kneeled because of police brutality.
Yes.
Yesterday, what y'all saw? Hold on, because you might not clap once I say this. What they was kneeling for was because the president called them a name. That's something totally different, okay? So let's remember that. They weren't kneeling for police brutality. They were kneeling because they got called a name by the president. All of this is the fault of the NFL.
Their mothers got called a name. Their mothers got called a name.
How do we know? I feel like if everybody made some type of a stance, whether it was a kneel or stay in the locker room, I think it's also because police brutality has not ended.
Right,
it's also
but
combining
this is the thing.
mess altogether.
When we were telling people, pay attention. See, what happened was last Sunday, not this Sunday, but last Sunday, only 6 players in the NFL took a knee. Okay, so it was about to be out. Okay. Then President Trump opened up his mouth, and then everybody got emotional again, and that's what forced the players to take a stance on something. Yeah. My thing is that they weren't even paying attention to the anthem until 2009, when the NFL was paid by the government to actually come out, and it's called paid patriotism for them to do that. So it's like all this, that people saying that people being disrespected and all this other kind of stuff, that's not true. And let me tell you something. I'm a Girl Scout. I know about the flag code, okay? Read flag code, because what's
I saw that on your Instagram.
Yes, go to my Instagram,
check that
Lonnie Love. You will find out what the flag code says. When you disrespect the flag, you're supposed to let the flag fly high. You're not supposed to put it out flat like that. What you see at the games, that's disrespect of the flag. You're not supposed to wear the flag. You're not supposed to put the flag in advertisements. You're not supposed to do. Now, it does say in the flag code that you should stand if you're a civilian. If you're military, you salute. It said you should. That's the key word. Help me out, Tam.
You don't have
what
to.
It should.
Damn, I want to get Lonnie a bunch of mint pants, man. This is a lot.
It doesn't say you have to.
Should means you make a choice.
You make a choice.
If you want to.
And it's encouraged that you should do that. And I just want to say this because we're losing this whole. Everybody keeps thinking the players are disrespecting. I don't think they're doing that.
No.
This man, Colin Kaepernick, he doesn't have a job today. He could have said, you know what? I don't care about the police brutality. I'm making millions of dollars. I'm just gonna play my game. What he said is that, you know what? I know you could go see it online. He said, I know they're not gonna hire me again. I know that I'm making a sacrifice. And he didn't even call out his other NFL brothers. He went on ahead and he said, I'm just going to make this sacrifice because I'm trying to make a point at this. I believe in God. I believe God has a way to work through people.
Amen.
And I think he did work through Donald Trump, because Donald Trump opened up his mouth. Now it's bringing it back, and we have to discuss.
This totally went reverse. I think this was not what he expected. I thought he would instill fear into these players to say, trust me, you don't want to lose your job. Trust me, you don't want to lose those millions.
Right.
And instead, it had the opposite effect, where it made them unite and come together, like Tam said, and stand up for themselves and stand up ultimately for their rights.
And let's show the picture of the people kneeling, okay? You had a World War II veteran, 96, 97 years old. Bless his heart. Brennan Gilmore, he says, my grandfather is 97-year-old World War II vet and a Missouri farmer. God bless the farmers, because they grow our food, okay?
Yeah. I love this because I actually just got off the phone with my dad. Hi, Papa Joe. I just got off the phone with him. My dad is a Marine, a veteran of the Vietnam War, and he actually has a Purple Heart.
Proud,
and he's he's so proud of how he fought for this country. And I asked my dad, I said, look, I don't want to get up there and talk about this today and say something that's going to disrespect you or the military. That's never something I want to do. There's people out there fighting like this person, Yo Freckles, said. We all have the choice. Don't forget saluting. You have the right to fight for your country and get out there and serve.
That's right.
So kneeling is the smallest thing in my opinions, but I wanted to ask his opinion. I said, Papa, I don't want to get up there and say something that disrespects you after everything you've done for this country. And he said, you know what, baby? He said, he said, I fought for people to have freedom of speech. And I love my dad because he said freedom of speech in Spanish, in Chinese, in Arabic.
Let it know.
And that's what these people are fighting for. You're not disrespecting the flag. You're actually saying what this flag stands for. It stands for you to have the right to say what you feel, to have the freedom of speech, and more importantly, that they're doing it in a peaceful way.
What do you think can be done, though? What is the solution? Because I think it's nice for us to sit here and talk,
that is
but what
true.
are the solutions?
What's next?
Yeah,
well, I think the biggest thing is now more than ever, I think, Adrian, you said it, was that people are now aware.
Yes.
Whereas before, it was only, 1 or 2 people kneeling. now, for the first time, more than ever, you have coaches, you have more players. There even was an MLB player, the first player. I can't remember his name.
Baseball
who actually
player.
Michael. We have a picture of him. There
yes,
he is.
there he is, right there. So
Wow.
The nation
They
is
even
really
had
woke.
Stevie
Bruce
Wonder
Maxwell.
kneeling. Now, you know, Stevie.
So I think
Stevie was kneeling.
And not just
I think
kneeling
with
on one
social,
knee.
when we're talking about social injustice,
Yes.
I think the first thing we have to do, we have to start somewhere. So we have to start
recognize
with awareness. And I
There's
think
something wrong.
Yes, I think
There is
now
an
people
injustice.
are aware.
Yes.
Okay, we have to do something about this.
It's making everybody responsible. As a person who has parents who didn't come from this country but come running here for freedom and for a better life, it makes people responsible because you know that it is an honor to live in America.
Yes.
So many different countries, you guys. In Saudi Arabia, women can't drive.
Right.
Women don't have driver's licenses.
Let 'em know.
You know, so I'm just saying, like, it's an honor, and you don't just go home, open up your door, fall in bed, and just watch TV. You now know I have a right to have a house. I have a right to get credit. I have a right to give my kids schooling.
Let 'em
This
know.
is a right, so now we have a responsibility to do what makes sense in a
Speak
peaceful
up.
manner, to unite our country and have a voice. Have
And
a
I
voice.
would rather see, let me tell you something. Y'all gonna make me get out my knee pads, all right? I'm gonna need a couple people to help me up.
You
now.
brought out the Girl Scout
But-
patches already.
Lonnie was
Hey.
like, you gonna take a knee? I was like, yes, I will.
Even, you know, Ed Asner, the wonderful actor, he put out this beautiful tweet about taking a knee. He says, I'm taking a knee on Sunday. I might need somebody to help me up, you know.
We got you, Ed.
I love it. We'll be right there to help
We
you
got
out.
you, Ed, you know. This is America, y'all. This is weird. It's a different, to me, I don't know about y'all, but to me it's a difference between protest and disrespect. I
Yes.
just think that there's a
Yes.
difference. And I would rather see a protest, a peaceful protest,
peaceful.
than tiki torches
Yeah.
and people yelling at me. I
know
would
what
rather
else?
take that knee. That's
You know
what
what
I'm
else?
saying.
A lot of people also don't know the history that Colin Kaepernick actually originally used to just sit down. You
Yeah.
know, that he originally used to sit and he found out, he asked somebody, you know, what is the more respectful thing I can do where I'm not disrespecting the flag, but that you understand that I have something I want you to know about to bring awareness. And that's why he chose to take the knee, which he felt was actually more respectful.
More respectful, and it would
So
also
there's
give
no
people's
disrespect.
attention.
Also, my dad said, he said, we know why they're taking a knee. They're saying, hey, we're taking a knee because obviously what Colin said, which obviously was for police brutality and also for social injustice in general. That's what, they're not taking it to say, you know, screw the
the
military
flag,
or
yeah.
screw America. That's
No.
actually not what they're saying. They're just saying we love our country, wanted to do the right thing.
And I love the military. I go and I entertain
Yes.
the troops. I love y'all.
We love you.
We
Thank you
get
for
y'all.
fighting for our
Thank
rights.
you so much. Because we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right here
At all.
if it wasn't for the military.
Exactly.
So I never take that for granted. And I don't think any player is taking that for granted. But I will, you know the difference, you know the difference between the NFL and the NBA? The NBA, they don't care. They got themselves together. So I think these NFL players need to take a cue from the NBA players because, like, LeBron put out a statement the other day. I was like, oh.
Yes, yeah.
You-
And he
we
even
wanna
went
show
on
it?
to put a
Wanna
video to
explain
further
it?
explain.
Yeah.
how he
Exactly.
felt.
Let's look at it a little bit if we can. We got it.
We all know how much sports brings us together, how much passion it has, how much we love and care, and you know the friendships and everything that it creates. And for him to try to use this platform to divide us even more, it's not something I can stand for, and it's not something I can be quiet about.
I love that.
And that's what I mean. Use your voice, do something, say something, have a stand.
There's a lot of platforms out here, and this is why we have our show. We just trying to use it as a platform. We're not trying to divide our country.
Not at
We're
all.
trying to
No.
give you our understanding.
Yes.
And we got all different cultures up here.
And different
okay?
opinions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
And everybody matters. Everybody's got to do something. In the words of
Everybody.
Cardi B, don't get comfortable, America.